Ooh, Fredo.
Hey, yeah, I'm back into the barricade. What I'm doing, counting up money from this year I made. Last year was a different story, but this year I'm paid. Just do 6:30 in the club, I let it ricochet. Extreme rules ain't enough, I put him in a cage. Now it ain't nowhere to hide, you about to catch this fade. Hey, if rap was wrestling, I'm in the Hall of Fame. Playing games, better acknowledge me like I'm Roman Reigns. Hey, but you can't see me though. Took a break, now the final boss back with the demon flow. The innovator, I just do the stuff that they ain't seen. I'm like the Undertaker, a tombstone to put you where you need to go. A match against me and Dog out for showstopper. I'm in the booth with sweet chair music, I'm the showstopper. Like the Midnight Express, I'm on the road rocket. They screaming no mas, I'm old mas, dog, I'm a whole problem. You got the money in the bank, I need the whole profit. Running through my ops like Goldberg, like who gon' stop him? Looking at the clock, it's 3:16, I'ma go spot. And I'ma open up a can of whoop ass like Stone Cold drop. You beating us, the squad like 3D when we teaming up. I got the longest title reign of real rapper, they know.
Ooh wee, boy. Shout out to Frankie Corleone for that fire-ass intro. I love that.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. It's the Monday Night Raw review, the Wrestling and Chill Raw review, y'all. We're so excited about tonight's show. Pretty dope. We got the boy, man. We got two surprise guests, and I'm very thankful for them. Madman been clocking in. I'm gonna tell y'all this. He's been clocking in dang near every show, and we appreciate him. And we got a rare sighting. We have a rare sighting, mate. Crocky. We got Mr. LCW. We out to see his face tonight. Bloody hell, it's gonna be a good show, y'all. Hey, we appreciate him though. Yo, what's happening, gang? What y'all up to, man?
Shout out to Steve Irwin. I love the Steve Irwin impersonation right there.
It's a rare sighting, mate.
Crikey.
Hey,
what's wrong? What's wrong with bro?
Hey, boss man, we appreciate you being on the show. Like I said, Mr. Lyle, we appreciate you being on the show too. My regular two guests, Kaylee is actually at the show tonight, so of course she wouldn't be here tonight. And Rolly is not off work yet, so we had to call it audible, but we still gonna do this, baby. Tonight's show, pretty dope. I liked it. I say, my opinion, I give it about a 3. It was a little above 2.5, but nothing too great. What would you say, Lyle? What would you give it tonight out of 5 stars?
I'm gonna give it a rare for me, 3.5, almost a 4, just because I was entertained the whole night. I didn't find a whole lot of weak moments. There was a couple times where like maybe a promo was dragged out a little too long or something like that. But other than that, no, I pretty much enjoyed tonight.
Okay, Mr. FTW, boss man himself. What would you give it?
A solid 4. You know what I'm saying? Solid tonight. No, nothing wrong. Great matches. I ain't gonna lie. All matches. Yeah, solid 4.
Yeah, I kind of said this before. While we were watching the show tonight, I said that there really hasn't been any bad matches since they started doing the 2.5, 3-hour shows. I can't recall not one bad match since they started doing that. And that's Raw and SmackDown. Both of them have been solid matches every single time. So with that being said, let's get into this, man. The first segment that we had our opening segment with Mr. Seth freaking Rollins himself coming out there looking like a palm tree. Pretty dope segment. He came out pretty much talking about his loss to CM Punk and how he's mentally preparing with things. Right before he got to really finish what he wanted to say, we got a surprise entrance from the one and only the Ring General Ranta coming out there. He pretty much told it looked like to me they're pretty much setting up for just in case.
His name like that again, bro. Don't ever say his name like that again, bro.
What?
No.
What?
Never, bro. Don't ever say his name like that again. Gunta. Like you rolling your tongue like you don't roll your tongue with it, bro. You like suck in your tongue, like. Yeah, yo, bro. Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all help him out, gang. Like, good God Almighty, shit.
Guten Tag. I actually speak a little German, so I can say it how I want to, boss man. I won that one. Anyway, like I was saying, Gunther came out, man. He interrupted himself. They pretty much, it looked like to me, and we kind of said this, it looked like they may be teasing a matchup between Seth Rollins and Gunther. And I wouldn't be mad at that as long as they build the story right. As they were talking, pretty much talking about the match that they would have, Gunther like, okay, cool. I hope you do win then. I want to see you there. We get an interruption from the one and only the Maverick himself, Logan Paul. I know some of y'all are not a fan of Logan Paul. Hey, I'm not going to say I'm a super big fan of what he does outside the ring. Inside the ring, I'm excited to see him. That boy be putting on some matches. If he don't do nothing else but wrestle good, he do that to the T. Now, with that being said, he pretty much already announced that he's going to be more full-time than he has been. I don't know how much of full-time he's going to be, but he has announced that it's going to be way more than he was before. So with that being said, I was excited to see him tonight. He pretty much said how he's declaring for the Royal Rumble. He plans on winning. Me personally, I want to see a triple threat between them. I think that would be very exciting, very high flying, the different styles, the different, how can I say, experiences in life or in the ring or whatnot. I think that match would have to be bomb. And if they built that story right, it can mess around and be match of the night. You know what I mean? It just possibly can. I really like this open segment. There's no telling who's going to win this year's Royal Rumble. There's so many storylines in it. There's literally about 15 storylines in this Royal Rumble. And like whoever wins, I won't be mad at all. Mr. Madman himself, can you tell what you think about this first segment and your Royal Rumble thoughts?
This was a fantastic way to start the show. I love that you saw the seriousness between Seth and Gunther, and then when Logan came out there talking his shit and the crowd went like more than Dom level boos at one point in time where he had to scream into the mic to finish his promo and you still couldn't hear him. You had to really, really pay attention to hear what he said. And that's that heat that you can't just fake. That's that real non-manufactured. That's heat right there, boy. And to have that heat and be still as new as he is, think of it. He's still relatively green. He's had 6 matches in the WWE, and he's as good as he is. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not that many at all.
Absolutely ridiculous. And just word out to the people. It is. I don't know for certain, but there was rumors about his contract and being a full-time guy. He wants an exceedingly large amount of money, but hear me out, people. Reason being is this man, Logan Paul, makes all of his money outside the WWE. He has his fingers in so many different other avenues with the YouTube content, with the Prime drink. He's got other businesses and ventures, investments he has, that he manages on a day-to-day basis. So in order for him to be a full-time WWE guy, him asking for this type of Roman Reigns and above type money is because he's trying to compensate himself for what he could make, not risking his body every fucking day. If he's going to do this, I know we all hate rich people. I hate rich motherfuckers too. That people got more money than they need to spend in their whole life. But look at this from a logic perspective. He's just covering his ass. If I be making $100 million a year doing this, then I'm going to at least want $75 million from y'all. And that's just, I'm cutting off $25 million because I love wrestling. Shit like that. So for me, it makes perfect sense. I may not like it because it probably we'll still see. I doubt they're going to be able to do exactly what he asked for. But if we can figure out something to get him on there full time, we see him all the time. I'm great with that. And as far as the Royal Rumble goes, I've been saying I think Cena's winning it. But the more we've seen, and the more we've talked about it, me and Boss Man especially, I do kind of feel like he's actually going to win the Elimination Chamber to get the second slot from whoever else wins the Rumble. So I don't know. I know Drew McIntyre's name's been tossed around there. People are saying, who else is it? Seth. His name's been popped out there. All these people are declaring CM Punk. His name has been put out there to win it. So I really don't know. At this point, if it's not going to be Cena, I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be CM Punk.
Cool. I don't know, man. I personally, I don't know who's going to win at all. It could be anybody. It could literally be anybody. This is probably, that's what I like. I'm going to let you go, boss man. But this is what I like about this year. they actually made it to where it literally can dang near be anybody to win this Rumble, and we still gonna get a decent storyline. Go ahead, boss.
Segment wise, it's always good to see Logan Paul, of course, right? You know what I'm saying? That's always good. Second, I told Loud Person my personal pick for the Royal Rumble. I think we should have two because it's a lot of people. My first pick, I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre personally. I think Drew McIntyre personally win the Royal Rumble, and after Drew McIntyre, I go CM Punk. I like those are my two picks that I think they can possibly seem realistic to win the Royal Rumble.
Would you be mad if Jey Uso won?
No, I would love it. Yeet, baby. Like, I mean, I would be shocked at this shit, but it'd be something like I feel that it you know what I'm saying, I'd be cool with.
Y'all know how I feel. I don't want to call myself a Jey Uso hater because I'm not. I just, again, I like him as a tag guy. I get it. I respect the going out on your own, him and Jimmy. And now that they can't do it, it's hard for me to see past that. So would it make sense for him to win it? He's on fire right now. He's absolutely probably the hottest he's going to be in his career right now.
You're a hater, Lyle.
So yeah, if they had Jimmy or Jay win it, I wouldn't be surprised. I would rather somebody else win the Rumble. They can find another way for Jay to compete for the title. But
you're a hater now. It's okay. Just say it. It's okay. Just let the world know.
I personally think if he doesn't win it, if Jay don't win it, these two people, right? If Jay don't win it or LA Knight don't win it, one of them needs to win Money in the Bank.
I forgot about
I
Knight.
feel like one of them has to win Money in the Bank. Because if you go, first of all, y'all on thin ice with LA Knight right now.
Yeah.
Jay's still really, really hot. LA Knight got his fire back up pretty good right now, but it's not as hot as it was.
Yeah.
But if he gets the Money in the Bank, it can go back to, oh yeah, he probably have a briefcase to say yeah on it, and all that good whatnot. So, and both of them are on the Slim Jim commercial too, by the way.
I can see Jay. I can see Jay winning that, and that would make sense to me. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think they need to make it to where somebody holds it for a little bit and maybe even win, because what they did with Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, don't get me wrong. Awesome show, awesome rivalry they had, and loved everything about the rivalry. I think the Money in the Bank didn't have to happen. I think CM Punk should have costed Drew McIntyre the actual Money in the Bank match instead of his cash in. You know what I mean? But hey. It like I said, I wouldn't be mad. There's so many people that could win, man. We're just gonna see what happens. What's up to my brother? Razorback Rock. Appreciate you joining us as always, brother. But yes, sir. We're gonna see who wins that, man. We're gonna come back to that, man. We're gonna have more things to say about that later on. Now, the next segment that we had a bunch of star sightings today. We had Lil Baby was in the crowd. We had Quavo in the crowd. We had what's his name? The tag team, A-Town Down Under, they was in the crowd. I kind of thought they were going to get involved in this match, but they didn't. The
Creeds.
Yeah, the Creeds were there. Well, I mean, they're on Raw though, so that kind of was a why y'all showing them. But
because they're tag,
and they was shown later on though too.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, I don't know, I didn't get that part. But hey. A lot of stars were out tonight. We also we got a sighting from Kai Cenat. He was also there as well. And it's announced we already knew Speed was gonna be at the Royal Rumble, and now Kai Cenat is also gonna be there. By the way, Duke Dennis was right next to him, and they didn't even say nothing about that. That was crazy work to me. But 2 Chainz was also there. 2 Chainz was also there. So yeah, we saw a lot of star signings tonight. I like it. I like the celebrity involvement. Right now, wrestling is just as popular as it's ever been. It's pretty much during that PG era kind of went down a little bit, in my opinion, and now I feel like it's getting right back up to those attitude and ruthless aggression eras where celebrities got involved pretty much with damn near every show, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, man. Let's keep this going. But the next thing that we actually had, the next subject we're going to talk about was the actual World Tag Team Title match. It was between Judgment Day, which consisted of Dirty Dom and JD McDonough. They went against the War Raiders, all right? And this match was awesome. But very scary moment in the match. JD McDonough went for his patented moonsault on the outside. He got Eric with it, but he pretty much went back a little bit further than he was supposed to and hit his head on the announce table. And it was very visible when he did it, and he did it hard. Even Michael Cole was like, hey, we should get somebody out here to check on him or whatnot. And everybody was scared. Everybody in the audience was scared as well. But JD pretty much got back up. I mean, he laid there for a few seconds now. But then he did get back up and get back on the ring. And even though he's a heel, everyone who watches this sports know we put our bodies on the line, or you know, I'm a wrestler too, but still, they put their body on the line to entertain us so much. And things like this could happen where it could lead to bad results. So even though he's a heel, when everybody saw him get back on the ropes, they cheered. And I liked to see that. That was a really dope moment from this crowd. But this was an entertaining match. Afterwards, JD, by the way, War Raiders did win. Carlito did come out and try to provide some distraction to get Judgment Day to win, which I thought they were going to win for a good hot second. But they did lose. When they got to the back, it is reported that JD did fall out in the back, and Triple H had to get him some immediate help immediately. So prayers and thoughts and everything to JD McDonough. Hopefully he recovers from this and it's not a serious injury. Man, what do you think about everything around this match?
It was a lot better than I thought the match was going to be. And I did really feel that, you know, the Judgment Day might actually take this from the War Raiders at a good point. As at the very beginning of the match, too, that JD had that happen. And, ooh-wee, boy, he still was able to go out there and perform. I guarantee, at the very least, he's got a concussion. Very least. Because the way he hit was high upper back, like a high bump, but his head, so he hit with his freaking spine and neck on the table or on the little board part, and then his head went back and hit the rest of it. So that, I mean, it was a double whammy. That shit looked bad. And yet, like you said, Rock, shout out to Atlanta for acknowledging and recognizing and giving him the clap and the cheer when he got back up that he was okay and he didn't have to get carted off or nothing. It just shows what wrestlers go through and like put themselves on the line. And sometimes, I don't know, we were talking about it during the match. We felt like Dom should have done a lot more of the lifting in that one, but JD kept asking to get tagged in and kept blind tagging and everything. He may have been fucking out of it for all we know. He may come out in the interview later and say, I remember nothing after the moonsault. Like, he may have just been on autopilot, because that happens. Yeah. I don't know, though. The match was great. I wish Judgment Day would have took it. Unfortunately, they didn't. Still a great match. And like you said, shout out to JD McDonough. Hope you get better soon. Hope you're okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boss man, what do you think about this match and everything around it?
Amazing match. I thought personally Judgment Day was gonna win at one point in time too, but what got me was JD. I literally thought Dom should have basically took over the match. I thought the match should have been called home a hell of a lot earlier than what it did, frankly. But you know, hope our boy JD is okay, and you know what I'm saying, let's keep that shit rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another thing that amazed me, after he did that first bump, it was another move that Eric did to him where he kind of like flipped him over and he did like a knee hit and he still got the back of his head. I don't think I would have even attempted that move.
He kicked him. He rolls people and he kicks you in the back of the head. And he literally, if you watch it, he kicked him in the back of his head.
Yeah.
Not neck.
Exactly.
Head.
Exactly. I'm not even sure. When he did that, I personally don't think he knew what happened to JD. Because he was the one that the moonsault got on, so he probably didn't see his head hit back. You know what I mean? So that's what I personally think. But shout out to JD, man. I hope he gets better. I hope this doesn't stunt anything for him. But it did look bad. It absolutely did look bad. So hopefully he gets better, like we said, man. Cool. So, like we said, that was a pretty great match. We're going to go into the next thing, man. Next thing we have on the agenda, we got Rey Mysterio versus Xavier Woods. Another dope match. Dope match. Now, get out some theatrics to this, all right? Two things that happened around this match that we probably talk about a little bit. One, LWO did come out, but this is Zelina Vega's last match on last time being seen on Raw. She has been officially moved to SmackDown. They literally announced it during this match, or like kind of like putting it on social or whatnot during this match. That Zelina Vega is now a SmackDown superstar. Get y'all opinion on that, but also during this match, it was so funny too. Supposedly before the match, Xavier Woods invited his whole family to come out and watch him. His mom, his dad, and I think somebody else or whatnot, a couple people in the family. They came, at first it was empty, I think, and then they ended up showing up, if I'm mistaken. And then during the match, he kept on trying to get them to cheer for him, and they wouldn't. But when Ray won, they started cheering for him and whatnot. Him and Lil Baby, I think. Was it Lil Baby? Who was it? It was somebody else over there. It was one of those celebrities.
It was Lil Yachty. It was Lil Yachty.
Yachty. Yachty. I'm tripping. Lil Yachty. Yes. So it was kind of funny seeing that. WWE is going all out. They going all out with the social media pictures and getting the family involved and everything. You know, I love how they got everybody involved in this, man. Like I said, a really dope match. I didn't know who was gonna win this match at all. I'm kind of glad it was Rey Mysterio because it kind of puts more heat on the New Day turning heel. And pretty much, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come to a head of, oh man, we keep losing. We've been losing ever since we kicked Big E out. You know what I mean? It's probably gonna be something along that line. And like I said, they're feuding right now with LWO. So I think it's gonna be pretty dope. I'm ready to see what else is gonna happen with it. Mr. Boss Man, can you tell your opinion on this match?
It was a dope match. I want to peep out. My boy Xavier Woods just got tatted. He did get a new tattoo. But yeah, it was a dope match. Not only was it a dope match, here's my thing, man. What they doing right now with the New Day is cooking, man. All I'm saying is right now, that is, in my opinion, is the second best storyline going on in WWE right now.
Either second or third for me. It's between, we all know Bloodline, everything they have going on. Then Cody and KO and this one. Like, those are top three. And really, this could be second. Bloodline may be under them because right now they're not doing Bloodline stuff, to be technical about it. Because the new Bloodline is not going to be named New Bloodline. When Solo come back, they're going to have a whole different name. But Jacob Fatu and Tom Tonga are cooking right now. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, I agree with you, boss. That's a great storyline. Man, what you think about everything?
Man, I've been with New Day since they started. Like, I've watched their entire career as the New Day, and I've loved most of it. First, I couldn't stand them, of course, but then they grew on me pretty fast. I'll tell you though, and yes, that was Majin Buu logo's tattoo, Razorback, that he had tattooed on him. But this story is so good. The fact they had Kofi's family there a couple weeks ago, and then they were ignoring Kofi, and his mama slapped him or whatever it was, or all that shit was great. And now they have Xavier in his hometown, not even show up for the first part of the match, then show up, and then when he goes over to, why aren't you cheering for me? They open up their shirts, and it's a New Day Sucks shirt that they're all wearing, and he's like, "Oh, are you serious?" And then, unfortunately, I was hoping Xavier would pick it up the win, but Ray gets the win shortly after, goes over and celebrates with his family. I'm like, oh man, they're just showing that everybody, all the heels backstage, family members, doesn't matter, everybody's pissed off for what they did to Big E. So it's going to make, when Big E comes back and beats the dog shit out of both of them, it's going to make that so gratifying for all. This is professional wrestling. This is sports entertainment. This is what you do when you say you cater to the fans. This is the type of shit that you know is going to happen, but you don't care. You know it's going to happen. You want to see it when it happens. It's like, all right, fuck yeah, this has been coming. Finally, he's going to beat the shit out of This is one of those organic story moments that you don't have to force. You don't have to spoon feed us. What you can just let develop, and it's going to be great. And those don't come around very often.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I completely agree with you on that, man. Everything about this match, everything about, like you said, the whole thing is developing by itself. WWE has done a great job of pretty much letting this cook, man. And I hope they keep on letting it cook. 'Cause like I said, the New Day right now, the job that they're doing with turning heel and keeping people on suspense of what they do, the mic work they're doing right now. Even that tattoo is so symbolic of everything that they're going through with them, man. Like that Majin Buu tattoo, y'all, please. If you don't watch Dragon Ball Z, I understand you don't, cause anime not for everybody. I personally think it was one of my best, in my opinion, one of the better ones as I was growing up. I know there are a lot better ones, so please don't jump down my throat. You know what I mean? But as growing up, Dragon Ball Z was top tier to me because of their, you know why? Not just about the action, but the storylines. And this Majin Buu storyline was one of the major sagas that they had. And this tattoo they had is really symbolic of everything that they had going on tonight. And I'm a fan of it, man. I'm a fan of it, and I really hope they do something more with this. What else can they do? Lyle, give me get your opinion. What could be the next thing that they do with this that we haven't seen before?
With the New Day,
Mm-hmm.
man, because they started off as heels and they've been faces forever. They kicked out Big E. Honestly, other than after the culmination of everything that happens with Big E coming back and doing everything he does, if he decides it does come back to full-time wrestling, it'd be reunite the New Day but as heels again, because it's been so long. But I don't really know how they can do that organically again when you've got Xavier and Kofi just flipped heel, Big E's a super face, and then you have Big E beat him and then he goes heel, so it doesn't make sense. I don't really know what more they can do after this. Might be the last hurrah of the New Day as the New Day, unfortunately. If maybe Xavier and Kofi stay a tag team and they change the name, I hope not. But I really don't know, bro. Like you said, they've been a tag team, a stable, because there are three of them, for 10 years, and that doesn't happen. So, like 10 consecutive years. People argue, oh, did Generation X and end up? No. Consecutively? No, not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near.
Not close.
You got the Bullet Club. That's about it.
And the thing about it, if Big E wouldn't have got hurt, they still would be a complete faction together.
Right, they wouldn't just be known as a tag team. I still consider them a faction, and I have until now, because they kicked Big E, so now they are technically a tag team. But until that, even with Big E out, I've always considered them a trio and a faction.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boss, you got anything else to say about them?
No, not really.
Okay, for sure. Cool. So we go in this thing.
That's boss, man.
Nah, for sure. So before we go on to the next thing, man, let's talk about this right quick. We got some sponsors that we gotta give a shout out to. The first one we're gonna give a shout out to is our girl Reptar. Reptar, Dating with Reptar. She is a member of the FTW podcast. Y'all, please check her series out. She's also seen on Instagram. Dating with Reptar on YouTube. She's on Facebook and Twitch as well. Please check her out. My girl go hard with them dating advices. Y'all, please check her out at any time. And with that being said, we're going to get into some of these sponsors and we will be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Before we get into the sponsors tonight, we got a little announcement. The FTW podcast will be doing big things in Vegas. So for our gang that'll be in Vegas and ain't really doing nothing WrestleMania weekend, or don't really know what the next move is WrestleMania weekend, well, the FTW gang will be throwing their own event. And at this event right here, man, we'll have a special guest, as our man Tay Rock will be the special guest for FTW Mania. And we will show the flyer tomorrow with our girl Bonafide that will be that's also from Vegas, and we'll be talking more about that for you guys. With that being said, we're going to get on to these sponsors.
down M13 through Genesee. I-75 is the home for me. Welcome to Saginaw, Saginaw.
Can be, and as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, a milestone video, a huge video, one that I was talking about a few videos back, a few new figure pickup videos back. We were talking about this right here. It is none other than episode 50 of New Figure Pickups. It is crazy to think that this YouTube started back up again after so many years of being away. We started back up in June of 2022. Here we are, a little over 2 years later, 50 episodes later of New Figure Pickups. I told you guys it was going to be a good one. It was going to be a big one. We're going to try to make sure that we don't make this.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. We are back. We appreciate those sponsors, man. Like the boss man said in the video, if you need any sponsors, man, just let us know. Hit one of us up at the FTW podcast in order to get that going. We will give you our rates and we will get that on for you. Now, without further ado, let's talk about this next subject, man. We had pretty much a declare for the Royal Rumble with our boy Jey Uso. As we talked about earlier, he is probably the most over person on the show, period. In wrestling, WWE right now, his interest goes crazy. And they even love him on the mic. He can literally go out there and just say, I don't know about y'all, yeet, but I'm hungry, yeet. And that's it. They literally say the whole time he's out there, and they do the entrance, everybody going crazy. It's a phenomenal thing. I literally have never seen it to where literally every single person in the crowd is doing it week after week after week after week. Even after he lost, he just lost to Gunther last week, and they're still doing it. You know what I mean? His fire's not down. He also came out there with Grammy nominated Migos member Quavo. I was about to say Takeoff. Had to remember. It was Quavo. So it was pretty dope entrance, man. Quavo had the little smoking Stone Cold Championship. It was a nice entrance, man. Like I said, he's super over. There's no more over you can be as a superstar. Only two people I can remember ever being this over as much as he is as a face, that is LA Knight and Sammy when they had their big runs that were going on. Sammy when he had just betrayed Roman, that like month right there, they had going to that match into Elimination Chamber, which I personally thought was like a top 3 match that whole year. But he had a great buzz right then, and that's just how the Jey is right now. Of course, in LA Knight, like about 2 months before he challenged for the challenged Roman for that title. That's how he was too. So Jey, it hasn't went down at all. It doesn't matter what happened, his fire does not go down. Man, do you remember anybody being this hot?
Attitude Era, The Rock, Stone Cold, people like that got those types of pops. But you had kind of different crowds back then. But still, if you were to compare, not really since then. I mean, you hear some people get some Rhea, get some good pops. Charlotte used to from time to time, but this consistently, this long, no, it's hard to think of. That's why I said earlier, like, even though I may not be hey, let's push Jey Uso as a singles champion type guy, I'm not denying at all his popularity or the pop that he gets. The fact that he comes, like you said, he can say, I'm hungry, yeet. I'm going to go get some Taco Bell, yeet. And then I'm going to go take a shit, yeet. It doesn't matter what he says on the mic, they're all going to yeet after it. So it's if they're going to push him at all, this is the time, because he's as hot as he's probably ever going to be. and you need to give him a Rumble win or give him if you're not going to give him a world title reign right now, then give him another mid card. Something.
Absolutely.
You got, he's main event Jey Uso. You see him a lot, but how much can you keep calling him main event Jey Uso when he's not a champion and he's not in every main event? You can't keep that moniker. It just doesn't make sense. So they got to figure something out. I get it. There's a whole lot of people that are hot right now. If you think about it, like there's some decent people. Again, though, like you said, and like we've been saying, it's hard to find someone as hot consistently in every city they go to. Doesn't matter where they are.
Yes, sir. Boss man, what you got to say about it?
I do feel, though, that they had the Quavo, Jay, it lasted a little too long. He didn't need to stand there for as long. They're letting the crowd soak it up, and I get that. But one thing I forgot to mention is they cut a lot of entrances for a lot of people. It's like they did. As good as the show was, they kind of watered it down, and there was a couple moments like this one, they didn't have to do it that long. It was like 3 to 4 minutes of the Yeaton and Quavo just standing there for no reason. Like, something. Quavo didn't get on the mic. He didn't rap. He didn't spit. Why the fuck is he just standing there? Michael Cole and Pat McAfee are having to stand out of camera view and shit up against the barricade so Quavo can stand there and get in the shot. I didn't really like that very much, but other than that, man, he's over as fuck. They need to do something.
Yeah, I kind of think they should have had a little baby or 2 Chainz go out there with him. But boss, what you got to say about this interest and everything with Jay?
I agree 100% with what Lyle said. Like, you do one or the other right now. He's too hot. He's over. Ain't too much more you can do about it. Like, that's one of the two.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move to the next thing. Shout out to Jey Uso. Keep doing your thing, bro. All right. So the next thing that we have on the card that we can talk about at least, we're going to talk about the women's world, well, it wasn't a world tag title match, but it was the women's world tag champion Bianca and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. All right, cool. So we all know that they're pushing Liv Morgan to the moon right now, right? And last week on SmackDown, she got a pinfall victory over Bianca Belair. Despite my personal opinion about everything with Liv Morgan, I do understand them pushing her. I don't know why they're doing it so hard. It's too much, in my opinion. Like, she's not unbeatable. They're making her out to be she's like just super unbeatable. Like, she's like the Cody Rhodes of the women right now. Like, to beat Nia Jax, which was kind of ridiculous to me, but hey, whatever. She got the Crown Jewel title, and she beat Rhea several times. You know what I mean? And now she got a pinfall victory over Bianca. People think that it's a regular win. Bro, it's been like in the last 2 years, probably like 3 people have pinned Bianca. And it was Io twice. You know what I mean? So like, Io did twice. I forgot who else. And then now Liv. It's like, Bianca don't lose like that. She don't get pinned and stuff. So for that to happen, I was just like, man, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. So I mean, tonight it looked like, and Boss Man said it too. Shout out to him for saying this. It looked like they're preparing Raquel and Liv to have the tag title. If they do that, I believe it's gonna be something with Jade Cargill. She's gonna either interfere and cost them the title somehow, or maybe she may cost them the titles tomorrow, because they got to defend them titles tomorrow against the Car Jackson and Last Legend, which I think it's gonna be a great match. I don't think Last Legend is gonna win because storyline wise, Naomi took the pin tonight. I pretty much figured she was going to, only because she's the replacement. She's not the actual Jade Cargill, so it will only make sense if they're gonna try to make some type of rivalry between them. So I guess, like I said, I guess I don't like Naomi taking so many pins, me personally, but it's not unexpected at this point. Man, what do you think about this match and everything around it?
Match was actually solid. It wasn't a bad match at all. Like I said, tonight was pretty solid on matches for sure. It didn't matter who was out there. What I think personally is going to end up happening, or what could possibly happen, is I don't think we're going to see Jade until Rumble. I think she comes back at the Rumble, and whoever she attacks in the Rumble is the person that attacked her. So if we see her go right after Naomi and start beating the shit out of Naomi, and okay, it was probably, if we see her go after Bianca, it was Bianca. You know what I mean? That's how I think we're going to get the reveal on who beat up Jade Cargill. I think it'd be a perfect way to do it, because they haven't really said a whole lot about it. It's just let people speculate. They haven't really given us any teasers. I think that would be a beautiful way to just, oh shit, that's got to be why she's doing that, and then they can play off of that. So personally, that's what I think is going to happen. I do agree with Boss Man. They're probably going to put the tag titles on Liv and Raquel. That makes Liv Morgan a 3 or 4 time women's tag champ or some bullshit. Like, oh my god, these women's tag champions or tag titles are a joke. They've been a joke for a long time. They need to stop. What you calling it? Stop swapping everyone. What you upset about, Rock?
Hot potato, and she don't need another accomplishment. Damn, but go ahead.
Yeah, if they're going to keep these women's tag titles, they need to. Of course, they need women's tag. We need more than just 2 or 3 established women's tag teams and a bunch of thrown together shit. And they need to stop hot potato in the title. It means the title means nothing if no one can hold on to it. It means nothing. It means your teams suck. Your teams ain't teams. They can't work together. That's what that means. So, if you're going to give it to Liv and Raquel, we better see Liv and Raquel tagged for a while. Otherwise, let's get a tag that's been together for a long time or something. Stacked women's roster. I don't know. Other than that, though, that's all I really got to say about it.
Okay. Real solid. Boss Man, what do you think about this match and everything around it?
Solid match. Let's go make them a 3-time tag team champions together. I would just say this. It's taking Liv out the spotlight. What would y'all rather have, as a tag team champion, or, you know what I'm saying, as your women's world champion?
Tag team.
At the pick.
Neither.
So I'm saying
neither.
Exactly.
And the reason why I say neither is because Bianca is champ right now. I don't want her being Bianca. That's literally the only reason. But I feel what you're saying. Oh, that's it. That's it, boss.
So that's all I'm saying. No. But that's all I was saying. Like, if you literally just got to pick between the two, because you can see they're going to put Liv in our face. So if you got to pick between the two, bro, you gonna pick. And respectfully, I reckon I'm cool with her being my, you know what I'm saying, like Lyle said, my tag team champion before I'm cool with her being my world champion. And
I feel you. Not a bad take at all. That's an interesting point. We'll just see what they're gonna do, man. But one thing they're gonna do is put it in our face, no matter what. So yeah. Interesting point. We'll see what happens with that, man. Hopefully they make the best decision, man. Next thing that we had Rhea Ripley and Bayley backstage. I didn't really catch this conversation. I'm pretty sure Bayley was telling her that she's gonna probably maybe challenge her if she win the Royal Rumble. I'm pretty sure that was the gist of it. Right afterwards, though, we saw Io approach Bayley and said, "I'll see you on Saturday." This kind of didn't make no sense to me. They're both faces now, somehow, miraculously. Literally, Damage Control did nothing to become a face. Nothing. And then all of a sudden they're faces. And then not only the fact that
when they brought Pure Fusion Collection in, they basically made them faces, because they made Pure Fusion Collection attack them. I know it's so terrible, but that's kind of the way they made them faces.
Yeah. I know, but that's not good enough reason to make somebody a face. Oh, a bad team attacks another bad team. One of y'all gotta be good now. These still are the people that ended Bayley, you know what I mean, that tortured Bayley and tortured the rest of the roster, including Bianca Belair for over a year. So just because one other bad team attack them doesn't mean nothing. If anything, that bad team that attacked them should be considered good, because they ain't did as much bad as that bad team. Be technical about it. Like I I don't get that aspect. Also, let's not forget the fact that Bailey took out Kyrie Sane first. Let's just throw that out there, all right? And let's not forget about the fact that what did they were just tag team partners, as Tavares said, when they threw together that terrible War Games match. And they didn't say nothing to each other about what's going on. Nothing. Bianca referenced it barely, just a little bit. EO, you cool. I don't want no more damage control going. Why is EO cool though? No reason she should be cool with you. You giving Bailey hell. EO beat you up too and took your title. She cashed in on you, took your title, and then kicked Bailey out. She is the heelest of heels. She's done all the heel stuff, but she was cool, but Bailey wasn't. And now all of a sudden, and then EO and Bailey didn't address each other. They helped each other during the match. Now all of a sudden, I'll see you on Saturday. Shut up. Y'all, the WWE writers sometimes blow my mind with how it's what they think they can get away with. That appalls me. Why would you think that we're not gonna recognize that? We see you. We see this. We ain't forgot. We're not idiots. And they playing us like we're idiots. Loud boss man, I'm sick of it. Y'all got anything to say about this little interaction and everything with them?
I'm with you. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
It just really, really pissed me off. But hey, it is what it is. We gotta let them cook, I guess. And I'm gonna put the mic back regular. You know what I mean? I'm gonna calm down a little bit. But anyway, yeah. So all right, cool. Next thing that we had a small sighting from Penta. I think he addressed Braun Breaker at one point, if I am mistaken. That's just nothing really to talk about. It looks like he's gonna end up challenging for that Intercontinental title eventually, and he should. That's gonna be a bomb match. I can't wait to see. The next thing that we had on the agenda, we had a revealing tonight. All right, this is something we've all been looking forward for. The actual cover of 2K25, and as this cover was revealed, a lot of stuff online dropped as far as what the game is gonna be about. There's actually gonna be so far 3 covers announced. One, the regular one with Roman Reigns. Another one with the Dead Man edition that's gonna have Undertaker on it, and another one's gonna be a Bloodline edition with the whole Bloodline on it. When I say the whole Bloodline, I mean Roman, the Usos, Sammy, Jacob, Tama Tonga, Tonga Luau, and Solo on it. I can't wait. I'm getting that one. I'm spending that little hot 130. I promise you I am. By the way, let's not forget, it's that time of the year, the FTW podcast. We'll be doing a giveaway. So just get in contact with. We're gonna get some information out there as far as what you can do in order to enter the drawing. But we will do it just like we did last year. It will be the standard edition now. Don't think you getting that 130 off of us. All right. If we were giving away that 130, I'll tell boss man put my name in it. I don't care if I win and they get mad. But what that 130, be mad. All right. But no. Seriously, the game's regular cover came out on TV, and like I said, they dropped a lot of things online. I'm very excited about it. Supposedly, don't quote me, just in case I be wrong, but supposedly what we're hearing is that it may be like the My City, My Park, kind of like on 2K NBA. It's gonna be like that for WWE 2K as well. Like you can walk around, open world type of thing, doing your matches here and there, really grinding and building up the person. I'm excited about it. If this is it, and supposedly that's gonna be called the Island of Relevancy. Y'all, I can't tell y'all how psyched and excited I am. Boss man, are you excited about this game? Or you got any more details about it that you heard?
Man, I done seen a trailer. It's some other stuff I done seen. Of course I'm excited for this, man. This is big things coming up. And like our boy Rock said, we are doing a giveaway. Regardless of what fucking edition it is, you gonna want this game. It's all that matters.
Real talk. My boy ain't lying, boy. No cap in his rap. What do you think about this game and everything around it, Lyle?
So stoked. I get the game every year. I've been getting it for a long time, doing community creation, content creation for the game. Be sure Everybody, look up Luther A. Diamond. Get that downloaded because he'll be out there. Madman Murray will be up there down low. So will your boy Rock right there. He's gonna be up there. I'm sure a lot of us, the whole FTW gang, will pretty much be up there for download on the new game day one because we're getting that early shit. So we'll have that access and do what we can. I'm really excited, especially if they do the Island of Relevancy 2K City thing, as long as they have their servers on point. Which if they do switch over to the 2K servers, like the basketball servers, it wouldn't be a problem because they don't have issues like that. Yeah, I ain't got a whole lot more to say about that. I'm super stoked for this new game. Besides the other rumor that I believe is going to be confirmed, new match type, which is probably going to be the Iron Survivor Challenge match type like they have in NXT. Either that or the Heritage Cup. One of those two match types that they might add, if not both. And intergender matches. What I believe the intergender matches are going to be are very limited, restricted, like one-on-ones only. Probably no weapons, of course, no blood, nothing like that's going to be involved. But I'm still excited for intergender matches to be on there because I think with that capability, you're able to tell so much more in your stories. So, I'm excited.
They can run a story like Vidal. Get the Dragon Ball Z thing with Vidal get beat up by one of the grown men while Gohan gotta watch.
Well, think about it. Dom's getting beat up by the whole women roster. Like every time he's out there with a woman, he's getting jumped on, beat up, body slammed, something. So, shit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, shout out to Dom. Dom has done everything ever since Becky left. Dom has done everything in his power to keep the women's division together. I swear, Dom. If it's something to do with something important with the women, Dom is right there at it. And I swear to God,
Miguel,
that man can't catch. Yeah,
our boy MTG says he hopes that the whole entire family is in the game. Rocky Johnson, High Chief Peter Maivia, Afa, and Sika. And I want to say I do believe they probably will be, especially Afa and Sika. Because if they are doing this Island Relevancy, I heard that the 2K Showcase this year, not necessarily going to be called the Showcase, but basically what they're going to have for the Showcase is Bloodline. So if they do that, it would make sense that they go all the way back, Wild Samoans, Rocky Johnson, all that. Why not?
They got to. It would only make sense. I mean, Rikishi's probably going to be in the game. Umaga be a hard addition. You know what I mean?
I'd love to see Rosie, honestly. Why not throw Rosie in there?
Yes. You might as well. 3-minute warning. Matter of fact, it could be two different versions of Umaga. The 3-minute warning one and or 2-minute warning one. And was it 2? It was 2-minute warning.
I think it was 2-minute warning. Yeah.
Yeah. The 2-minute warning version of it and the Umaga version. So I think that would be pretty catchy if they did do that. Only person they would have to create pretty much is, which I know is a lot more of them, but if they're going to do Umaga and they got Solo there, where it's like you create Zilla and then you can name the whole group Samoan Spike. But yeah, pretty dope, man. We can't wait for this game to come out. While this reveal was going on, it was revealed by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman pretty much just saying, hey, we're on the, your tribal chiefs on the game. Be on the lookout for him. And then we got interrupted by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre pretty much said, hey, tell your boy I'm coming for him. I'm going to beat the hell out of him this week. And he thought we were talking about Roman, which he should have been talking about Roman. But he wasn't. He was talking about CM Punk. He said, no, you tell him that. That made no sense for him to tell him that because CM Punk is literally at the same show you're at. You should have kept it at, I'm talking about Roman. That would have made more sense to me. But hey, it is what it is. Pretty interesting subject. Really want much more to talk about with this. The next match that we had was the main event. What was Sami Zayn, Sami Uso, Sammy versus that boy Drew McIntyre. All right, decent match. Real decent match. Like I said, there was not a bad match tonight at all. I really thought at times that Sami was going to pull off this victory. But, as you know, he was 0-10 against Drew before this match. Now he's 0-11. Sitting there looking at the stars. I just feel so bad for him, man. He can't beat Drew. And Drew did cheat this time. Drew put his legs on the rope, got the roll up, and got the 1, 2, 3. After the match, he got attacked, though. Like I said, he got attacked looking at the stars. Drew about to tear him down real bad, and then he got some help from Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came out to defend Sammy, and while Cody was defending Sammy, Drew McIntyre pretty much moved out the way. Oh, I'm sorry. Cody came out to help, and then Kevin Owens came out to interrupt that help as that. So at one point, Kevin got knocked down a little bit. Then Drew and Cody was in the corner. Sammy got back up, charged at Drew for the haluva kick. He moved, got Cody, just like he got Seth Rollins. Now, keep in mind, earlier tonight, Seth Rollins warned Sammy. He said, look, I'll forgive you this time, but if that happens again, I don't know what to think about you. They were foretelling what was going to happen tonight. He kicked the dog shit out of Cody, just like he kicked the dog shit out of Seth Rollins last week. So, now everybody's going to be looking at Sammy kind of crazy. But like I said, as for a match, pretty good match. I hate to see Sammy keep losing, but I know it's part of the story, and it was bound to happen. Man, what do you think about this match?
Great match, fantastic storytelling all around. Even the segment afterwards, which I know you'll get to. Like I said, this was a solid Raw. This was the best Raw since they've been on Netflix, in my opinion. Because that Raw debut, sure, it had some stars, but it wasn't a whole lot to talk about. There was a lot of disappointments for people we did not see. So I think that first show was hyped so big that it fell on its ass. But as far as Raw on Netflix, I think this is probably the best Raw since they've been on there. I thoroughly enjoyed everything about tonight. Even the last segment, I enjoyed. I enjoyed the Paul Heyman McIntyre banter back and forth. It ran a little long, but I liked the storytelling in it. I liked the acting on Paul's side and Drew. Drew's getting so much better on the mic too. Like, he's starting to be able to hang with motherfuckers. And that's great. Great to see. That was the last thing he needed to fall into place. So I don't know, man. This was fantastic. I did want Drew to win. I like Sammy a lot, and I don't like seeing Sammy take a bunch of L's either. But I think Sammy's going to be like a Miz. You know what I mean? Like a perennial mid-carder is by the time he's end of his career. That's how I feel like he's going to be remembered, as a perennial mid-carder, unfortunately. I know he's had some main titles over in like Ring of Honor or other places. He might pull a Daniel Bryan yes movement type thing once, or a Kofi Mania type. Oh my God, he did it at some time and get a world championship. But I think if he does, I don't think it'll be very long. I think he'll be a placeholder champion. And that's taking nothing away from Sammy. He's fan-fucking-tastic in the ring. That haluva kick, the way he delivers it every time, is brutal, but he doesn't hurt anybody. Perfection. I mean, you can't get a whole lot better.
Yeah, definitely. Sammy, it's hard, man. Like I said, it's hard to keep seeing them take them L. I think in the long run, Miz maybe remember a little bit more, because not only is he a Grand Slam champion, he's a double Grand Slam champion, which means he won that WWE title twice. And you know when he won it? When John Cena was at his peak.
Oh, Miz will forever be the number one mid-card guy, I think. I don't think that, maybe in the future we'll find somebody better, but no, for a long, it's Miz. Like you said, double Grand Slam champion. Anytime you need Miz to work with anybody, he can. Anytime you need him to cut a promo, he can. It's just, there's no. I'm just saying, like, as far as if I had to compare him when he ends, I think that'll be like he'll be in that, like the Dolph Ziggler, the Miz,
right,
the Sami Zayn,
right. Get a world title, maybe even two, but not really be the ones going to carry it coming for a long time, at least. I feel. And yeah, he can have like a Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston moment. Maybe more Kofi Kingston, because Daniel Bryan got it and he was a champion for a long time. But, like you said, probably like a Kofi Kingston run, placeholder or transitional champion. You know what I mean? You get the title for someone else to eventually beat him. But like I said, even if you get one time, that'd be great. Boss man, what do you think about this match and everything around this match?
A banger match, and like I'm telling people, Sammy's going heel, just wait on it. Sammy's going heel, just wait on it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can see that. I don't know when he gonna do it, but I could definitely see that. Probably post WrestleMania.
The interaction with him and KO too. kind of tells it, you know, KO looking after he got Cody. He's like, all right, kind of pats him on the chest and walks out, you know. Yeah.
KO did tell Sammy, I got your back at the Royal Rumble if you got mine. So that is something to look at. If
And his shirt, the shirt that KO was wearing today.
Sammy forever. Oh, man. KO is the best at wrestling shirts. And me personally, let's say Sammy wins the Royal Rumble and it's partially because of KO. Sammy's going to have to go out there and help him with Cody.
Ooh.
He will have to. Like, it would make it would be wrong for him not to at that point. Yeah. You help me win the Royal Rumble? Man, I don't care. You out here fighting, god dang it, Stone Cold in his prime while the crowd going crazy. Yeah. You just help me win the Royal Rumble. I'm tearing down anybody who gets in your way. I'm tearing them down. But then, what if you do that and Sammy like, yeah, I helped you win. Now I'm challenging you.
That would be beautiful because we've seen Sammy and KO so much, and they always put on bangers, but we haven't really seen them like that in that capacity.
Main event WrestleMania would be awesome. So yeah, that's something to look out for. That's another storyline that could happen. Yeah. So with that being said, put a thumbnail on that. We're gonna see what happens, man. They're cooking with this now. As we said earlier, there's another thing that happened right after this. So what happened after this was Cody eventually got up on the haluva kick, getting kicked in the face hard, right? He pretty much talked to the home crowd because he's from Atlanta, Georgia, stirring up the crowd, you know, saying, you know, how he's glad to be there and whatnot, whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, cool. So before he can get done with his soliloquy, we had an interruption from Mr. CM Punk, Mr. Loud Murray himself. I'm sorry, Mr. Phil Brooks himself. All right, he came out and he's pretty much talking. He's like, "Are you okay? You know, you ain't gotta be this Superman or whatnot that everyone expects you to be. We got people, you know, the company's in good hands or whatnot. But I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna win this Royal Rumble." And I'm not gonna stab you in your back. I'm coming for you straight to your face, but you know what's going on. And they pretty much went back and forth as far as jabs, and pretty much Cody was like, "So you predicted what was gonna happen last year, so vividly what's gonna happen this year?" He's like, "You're gonna go home because you get to in your hometown. That's rare that you get to do that. You should enjoy it, but you're not gonna do that. You're gonna kiss some babies, do press, do this and that and the other because you're Cody Rhodes." And he pretty much telling them, "Hey, I'm gonna beat you with this WrestleMania. I'm coming for that title." And Cody Rhodes is pretty much like, "Hey, this year is different because way back when we was in OVW, everybody wanted to look up to you and be you. They try to catch up what you're doing. It's changing now because now you're catching up to be me. I'm the guy now, not you." By the way, I'm gonna point this out. Sammy cooked CM Punk earlier. They had a small little promo in the back where Sam was like, "Yo, Sammy cooked him." He what exactly did he say? He said, in so many words, he said, "I main evented WrestleMania and you haven't." Mm-hmm. So then with Cody saying this, "Hey, you're not the guy being chased. You're chasing me." These are pretty much moments telling him, "Hey, come down off the high horse." Because last week he said these people are not on my level. He said Sami Zayn not on my level. That's why Sammy had to check him about that. So it was nice. It was a very nice banner between them two. Nice dialogue, man. I really enjoyed it. It pretty much sets up for just in case we do have a Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk WrestleMania match. They pretty much already started the groundwork for it. What do you think about this, Mr. Madman?
It's definitely going to happen. The more I think about it, Punk probably is going to win the Rumble because they are. If he doesn't, they're going to find a way for him to challenge Cody Rhodes at Mania for the belt. I think this is for sure. With the way they keep saying and keep hitting, this isn't the first time someone's been like, "Well, look, you never main evented WrestleMania." Punk himself has said that a couple of times, where one of the things I never did is main event WrestleMania. So I think they're going to give it to him because it's CM Punk. So they're going to give it to him. Although, I'm conflicted because everyone knows I don't want Cody Rhodes as champion. I was pissed that the whole Cody crybaby shit that fuckers ruined WrestleMania for me last year. But man. See, I'm torn. I don't want neither one of these motherfuckers to win this title. I want someone to cash in on them somehow or make it a triple threat and that third person win. Maybe Logan Paul. I don't know, man. But I will say I do think that a Cody Rhodes CM Punk match will be good. I don't know if they ever got to interact in AEW. I think Cody's already gone before Punk got there. I don't remember. They may have had an interaction. They may have even had a match, but I don't remember for sure.
They were there around the same time. I don't remember watching them actually interact much. I don't think they actually even got to interact. I think Cody was gone before CM Punk actually got to do get more segments.
Yeah,
he had just got there and wasn't there long before Cody was gone.
I think so. Yeah. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. I'd much rather, if other people would rather see. Again, though, I think I would possibly be cheering for Punk in that case against Cody, just because I don't think Punk will hold the title that long. Honestly, if Cody wins and stays champion, I don't know how they could give him a damn near Roman reign because he's still popular. I don't want them to. I'm afraid they're going to do some stupid shit like that, especially since Punk mentioned Bruno Sammartino tonight. When he was talking about Cody, you want to be Bruno, you want to do it. I was like, motherfucker, don't even with that shit. So if Punk doesn't beat him, I figure there's gonna be a longer run with the title for Cody than if Punk does win. I think he's got the title 3 months tops.
Cool. Let's not forget, Finn Balor is scheduled to supposed to have a really good singles push as well. I just want to keep in mind that he could return and win the Royal Rumble. There's a possibility. Don't want that to happen. And no offense to Finn, but I'll be kind of pissed if it did happen. But that is
Finn doesn't need a Rumble win for a challenge. Like, Finn's not one of those guys you need to give a Rumble win to be an instant, okay, you got that title shot coming at Mania. You don't need that with Finn.
He definitely don't need it. But, hey, WWE. They throw some curveballs in there once in a while. So, hey. We don't know. Boss man, what you think about this promo, man?
CM Punk. That's why I said my two picks for the Royal Rumble, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, and I wouldn't be surprised at neither one.
I feel you on that, boss. I feel you, man. It's gonna be interesting. What y'all can do is join us in watching it this Saturday. You know what I mean? Join us. Watch it and join us after the show when we do our post WrestleMania show. I mean, not WrestleMania, post PLE show for the Royal Rumble. We do it every single PLE as much as we can. So please join us as we do that. Now, with that being said, we are out of here for tonight. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We do appreciate everyone for joining us. Our boy Madman Murray. We appreciate you filling in. Boss man, we appreciate you being there as well. Join us tomorrow for the NXT review with our boy Rolly. She'll be there tomorrow. And Miss Rudy should be there as well. Rudy's also going to be there on Wednesday with our boy Madman Murray for the AEW review. We got the TNA review with that boy MTG Gaming. He always does a great job with it. Boss Man's gonna join him. And Friday, we got the Friday Night SmackDown review. Sorry we did not get to do a show this past Friday, y'all. Me and Boss Man was out wrestling on Friday, and they added a segment to us at the end of the show. We planned on being out and watching SmackDown and being able to do a show on the road, but they added stuff to us, so we weren't able to do it. And we do apologize, but we will not keep on listening shows on Friday. Now, with that being said, I already said that we're going to do the Royal Rumble review, so we appreciate everyone for joining us. Stay tuned, man, and continue to be with us. We're going to get out of here, y'all. Be easy to what the song say.